So now I wonder. We've gone a lot of places with the bucket. However, though...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of them. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. So we've still yet to find somewhere both red and blue. Man, I wish I knew where that was. I genuinely don't know. I don't know where that is, and it's really starting to annoy me that I don't know where that is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We've been in there, we've done all this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
If I go down here, and I do the flamingo one again, or the silly bird one again.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I can't jump off any the way there. And I don't think there's anything, like, if I click this, I don't think...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
No, there's nothing down there.
What secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors
I'm wondering if I have to
just
do this without the bucket.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
That sounds different than last time.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
There's red down here.
The cold reality of his past
and there's blue there.
sink in. Stanley
So
decided
technically
that
this is a red and blue room.
would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Last time we did this, though, it didn't let the bucket
But at
out.
the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Now this is going to go silly birds again?
The bucket had betrayed him like this. Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
The silly birds again.
Birds. Silly, silly birds. the control
Silly bird.
buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly
Owls.
birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control
Look
facility
at
at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were
Aw,
only a
there's only so
facade
many.
to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
They never found
living
freedom.
through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And
Okay,
Stanley
I have an
was
idea.
happy.
I have an idea. Let's try something here. I have an idea. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So this time,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
we're not
room.
picking up the
Perhaps
bucket.
he had simply missed a memo.
We're not picking up the bucket. We're
When
gonna go
Stanley
this
came to
way.
a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Because I have an idea.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Because the other one was over there.
Perhaps we've gotten off
And that was number 2. This one's number 3. We're gonna go through this door now.
I realize that investing your trust in
Right,
someone else
but we
can be
don't have the
difficult,
bucket, so
but
we
the
can actually
fact
go
is
through
that
the door.
The story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want
See?
to help
No
you.
buckets past
to
this
show
point.
You something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Oh, the last
Say with
Stiggly
me,
Wiggly.
Stanley, this is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yes.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for
Aw.
collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Fair.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Red or blue? Red or blue? Red or blue? We're gonna go blue. Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
Blue.
door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yep.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Blue
I
room.
haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Sure. Damn it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. No shots are gonna go all the way down and show mine. This is you. Oh, okay. How long does it take to get through the correct door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Oh boy,
the latter,
you
well,
said,
I don't know what to do. I'm
said
completely
4
out of
hours.
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
I'm out.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Welcome.
Okay, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Did we get restarted? It'd be hilarious if we get restarted. Oh no.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Oh
What's
no,
our
I know what
story?
this is about.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some
In your
sort
creep
of
tower.
twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yeah, no, because if I remember correctly, there's, if this is the game I'm thinking that it is, there's like a campsite or something that you look down on, and there's like a sacrifice, like ritual thing going on, and you take a picture, and then they come after you. I do love how the only thing I can do is crouch. I don't know if I'm playing the Stanley Parable anymore, or what I'm playing.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
I wanted to go to that
You wandered
outhouse.
off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay.
I mean,
I'm going to get us out of
technically,
here. Let's
we're
find another game.
we're still in the woods.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Oh my god, it actually says
If you
Rocket
manage
League.
to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Wait a minute, what about over here?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Oh, what
We
fun.
shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
What? Okay, I did go a little. I've gained a little bit of speed. No shot. Hold up a second. No. Wrong way. I want to go in. I want to go in that one actually. I want to go over
Are
there.
you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Another one.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
Yes.
I'm insatiable. More balls.
Whoa. Oh, some of them actually have colors. Like this one's yellow. Or this one's orange, I mean.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yes.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose.
structure.
And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Bye, narrator. What if I score myself?
Hold on.
Whee!
What are you doing?
Whee!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Do. Look at all these open rooms. Look at them. Aha! Light. Oh. I assume I'm going the right way then. Oh, 427. There we go. Back to my office. Okay, so I don't think I was supposed to go that way then, because there's not really much I can do in there. Alright, so... I wasn't supposed...
I wonder what he found.
Not a whole lot.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Yeah.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
Someone
who will
me.
wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes, I'll be
yes.
back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
That sounds very ominous.